The young women in Afghanistan are feeling insecure about their future since the takeover by the Taliban. The hardliner Taliban wants women to stay under at home and have restricted them to not work and get educated in schools. However, women here are desperate to get back to their classes and work. We have this report.
To fill her days and keep her mind occupied, university student Hawa draws sketches and pores over books in her Kabul home. Like hundreds of thousands of other Afghan girls and young women, the 20-year-old Russian literature undergraduate has not been allowed to return to her studies since the Taliban seized power in mid-August. And like many of her peers, she is feeling a mixture of frustration and anger that her aspirations to study and work are being thwarted.
در صورت که طالبان اینجا باشن مثلا با آینده امیدوار نیستم چون که اینا که اصلا فعال نمیمانن کسی را که دخترها را که برن تحصیل کنن ما که پانتون میخوانیم و در پولیش وظیفه داشتیم کمک به خانواده خود میکردیم از ما خوبی چیز ساخته نمیشه چون که میگن که شما تحصیل تا 20 سال کردین اصلا نیچست.
The hardline Islamist Taliban movement, which stormed to power earlier this year after ousting the Western-backed government, has allowed all boys and younger girls back to class, but has not let older girls attend secondary school. Most public universities are not functioning at all or only partially. Officials have tried to assure Afghans and foreign donors that people's rights will be honored, including allowing girls to go to school and women to study and work, once details on how to do so in accordance with Islamic law are thrashed out. They have also blamed the international community for cutting off aid, making it harder to fund the reopening of schools and universities for all. Across town, 17-year-old Seher is also stuck at home. She wants to become an engineer, but for now at least, has to learn at home as best she can.
بسیار علاقمند هستم که همه روزا برگردم بیایم به صنفم دیگه دوباره درسایمو شروع کنم دیگه هم صنفیایم باشه هم رایم استادای ما دوباره درسایمو شروع شود دیگه بتونیم به درسای ما ادامه بدیم تا که پیشرفت کنیم بتونیم به کشور ما خدمت کنیم.
More than 3 months into their rule, that has not happened, and some are skeptical of a group that, when it was last in power from 1996 to 2001, banned all girls from school and women from paid employment. Fewer than 40% of Afghan girls attended secondary school in 2018, even though it was allowed then, according to the most recent figures from UNESCO. Much of the country remains deeply conservative despite 20 years of Western-backed rule and billions of dollars in foreign aid aimed partly at promoting equality and civil rights. But in urban centers in particular, girls and women have enjoyed greater freedom since 2001 and they are reluctant to let them go.
Actually, we are working on a very comprehensive mechanism to restart and reopen girls' schools and girls' madrasas and university, so all these things.
With each passing day, Afghanistan as a whole dips deeper into poverty. With economic assets frozen and little diplomatic recognition from the outside world, the UN estimates that 97% of the 38 million will plunged into destruction by mid-2022 without urgent action from the outside world. And needless to say, it is almost always the women and girls who will suffer the haunting repercussions.